in TV land. My name's Ollie the Ostrich, and I'm here today with Mr. Teng. Hello, Mr. Teng, how are you?
I'm good, Ollie. How are you doing?
I am ready to do some grade 3 math. That's what I am.
Hey, listen, I'm just happy to be here at the Hideout hanging out with you, buddy.
We're happy to have you. What kind of math problem we got today?
Okay, so our third grade mathematicians have been working on measurement and fraction understanding. So today we're going to dive into a little bit of equal share, fair share.
Okay.
And we're going to do that with a nice little word problem, sharing candy.
Whoa, does this mean we get free candy? I love candy.
Maybe we'll go after the show.
Okay.
All right, so I am sharing candy bar with my friends. If I share with one puppet,
Yes.
there's two of us sharing. How would you write your share? All right, let's go ahead and do that part first then. So I'm going to pull out a candy bar.
Oh, what flavor? It looks good.
And it should say candy.
Candy, there we go. Wonderful.
All right, so if we're sharing a candy bar, okay, how would we share it? I think this is how we would share it. I would get this piece here.
Wait,
And
Mr. Teng?
Ollie would get this piece here.
Wait a minute, Mr. Teng.
And that is the lesson for today.
That doesn't look equitable.
All right, so what are we missing out here? I'm just joking. So
Yes,
what are we looking at here? Why don't you think this is right?
Well, you have more in your piece than mine. That's not fair.
Okay, so what would make it fair?
Well, maybe if we just split it in half, maybe?
Okay.
Since there's two of us.
So what does that mean to split it in half?
Well, you could just draw a line right down the middle.
All right, and so what would that do if we had a line right down the middle?
That would mean that you get half of the candy bar and I get half. So we're sharing.
So we have two equal pieces then.
Two equal pieces.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Equality.
And so how would we write that?
I don't know. How would we? I'm distracted. I'm thinking about candy.
That's okay. So our friends at school right now, our third grade mathematicians are talking about something called fractions. And fractions are a way to measure different equal parts of stuff.
Okay.
So if we're taking a candy bar and splitting it in half, and we have two equal parts, you get one of those, and I would get one of those, and we would show 1/2 each.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a different candy bar, because now, instead of sharing it with one puppet, I now have to share it with two puppets.
Oh, where's Max when we need him?
So there are three of us all together sharing.
Okay.
How would we write that share? Again, if it were up to me, it would look like this.
Oh, Mr. Teng. No, Mr. Teng.
And Mr. Teng would get this piece, Ollie would get this piece, and Max would get this piece.
Oh, well, I tell you what, Mr. Teng, if it's an almond joy, you can have the whole thing.
That's true. I don't think I like almond joys
Yeah,
either.
me neither.
All right, but all joking aside, similar to what we talked about last time, in order to have an equal share, it has to be the same size piece.
Oh.
So if we take a candy bar, this time instead of splitting it into two equal pieces, we want to split that into three equal pieces. So
Two for me, one for you.
I can't cut it down in the middle. And boys and girls, you've probably been using paper to show how you can fold it in different ways to make sure you have the same equal part. And it would look something
Beautiful.
like that.
Oh, look at that. You split it into thirds.
Split into thirds. So you just answered the next question. How would we write that? Similar to what we wrote 1/2, it would be 1/3 for each of us. Because 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 would give us that entire whole back.
Oh, so 1/3. Look at that. Beautiful fractions, Mr. Teng.
Thanks, Ollie. I've been practicing.
And great color choice. Always wonderful.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring back this.
Oh, you have
other
more
candy
chocolate
bar.
bars? Oh, candy bars.
And we said earlier that if we had 1/2, it would look like this.
Here we go.
So now let's go look at our last question. Would you have more candy if you share with one person or two people?
Oh.
I'm sorry, one puppet or two puppets.
Yes, thank you. Puppet rights.
So let's go ahead and take a look. Boys and girls at home, would you have more candy if you had 1/2 or if you had 1/3?
Well, it looks like that half piece is a lot bigger than the third. So I'm going to go with the half.
I agree with you there. And the cool thing about this modern technology is I believe should be able to.
Whoa, technology. Whoa. Look at you go, Mr. Teng. You're so fancy.
Okay, so what we're looking at then, boys and girls, is 1/2
Whoa.
versus 1.
That one's mine. And that one's mine.
So Ollie was absolutely right. 1/2 would be bigger than 1/3.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, when do we get the candy?
After the show, buddy.
Aw.
All right, so we have a couple more things to take a look at.
Okay.
And then we can move on with our day and go get some candy.
I love it.
All right, so another couple things that you guys have been working on is some vocabulary words about measurement. So we're taking a look at mass, length, and volume. And those are measured with either liters, kilograms, or grams. So based off your understanding of these words, let's go ahead and fill in some of these blanks. Let's do 2 of them, okay?
Okay.
I definitely want to start with A because it says bowling ball, and I know bowling balls are heavy.
They are heavy.
So that's the key word we're looking at here. If something is heavy, will we be measuring the mass of it, the length of it, or the volume?
Well, heavy would be mass.
Right,
I would
right.
assume.
So we're looking at the mass. I would measure its mass with, would we use liters, kilograms, or grams? And let me give you a, before you answer that, let's give some context to this. So a liter would be something that we would buy at the grocery store that holds liquid, right?
Okay.
Like a 2-liter bottle of soda.
Okay.
So that would be volume. So
Okay.
we're not looking at that. Both of these do measure, kilogram and gram do measure mass though. But a gram would probably be the same mass as a paper clip.
Okay.
A
Definitely not a
kilogram
bowling ball.
would be 1,000 of those.
Whoa. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
That's a lot.
So we probably want kilograms, right?
You probably want kilograms.
Bowling balls are heavy.
There we go. All right, one more. You want to do jellyfish, water bottle, or giraffe?
You know what? I had a good friend of mine who was a giraffe in college. Let's go with giraffe.
Let's go with
He
giraffe.
was very tall.
What college did you go to, Ollie?
Bird school. Yeah, he's fine.
All right.
He was a nice guy, very tall. I always had to look up when I talked to him.
So I
Like,
love that you said he's
"Wow."
tall because that's the key word here. A giraffe is tall.
Very tall.
I
His
would
name was
measure.
Kevin.
What was his name?
Kevin. Kevin the giraffe.
Kevin the giraffe.
Anyway, a whole other story.
All right, so when we measure its mass, its height, or its volume when we're talking about how tall he is.
Well, I'd probably go with height. Kevin was a big guy, so, height.
All right, so we're going to measure his height. Are we doing that with liters, kilograms, or meters?
I'm going to go with meters because it's not a liquid. A giraffe is not a liquid.
The giraffe is not a liquid,
No.
and we're not measuring its mass. We're measuring its
Right.
height, which is the distance there, right, from the ground up. So
Right.
that would be measured in meters. All right, buddy, that's
We
all
did
we
it.
have time for. I'm hankering for some candy.
Now we get some candy bars.
Let's go get some.
All right, thank you, girls and boys, for tuning in. From Math Homework Helper Shorts, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Time for math homework helpers, oh yeah!